If I can go back 5 years ago, these are the things that I would do. Hello my amors, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome. Come and join the family by clicking subscribe and also the bell ring so you will not miss any new videos that I upload. In this channel I do a lot of art, spirituality and lifestyle content videos, and you can always keep update with me on my Instagram as well at Amourinette over here or over here. Alright, so I have written down a list of things that I want to talk about. So the first point, if I can go back 5 years ago, the very first thing that I would do is to learn how to manage my money better and how to invest. So ever since I started this career as a full-time YouTuber, full-time artist and full-time tarot reader, I know it's quite a lot, but ever since I started this career professionally and I started focusing a lot on this journey and really taking it seriously, I have been making a lot of money, which I am incredibly grateful for all of you, my subscribers, my clients, my customers. So it's all cool, right? I finally learned how to make money, but I was only good at making money, but I wasn't that good in keeping them and making them grow. So I definitely knew how to make money, but I really had no idea how to actually manage them, to invest them, and to make them grow, because I know that if you want to be successful or if you want to be wealthy, you have to make your money works for you. And that is something that I learned a little bit too late. So if I can go back 5 years ago, I would definitely do so much more research and read more books about finances, because back then all I knew was spending my money on endless shopping, because at that time I had this mindset of, oh, this is so cool, I have my own money now, I make my own money and I can spend on whatever I want because it's my money. I'm going to treat myself, so I'm just going to do whatever I want to do with it, which it's not really wrong. It's not wrong, because I still believe that from time to time, spending your money to treat yourself is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But of course, we have to learn how to manage it better and how to properly invest your money and where to invest your money. But at least throughout this past years, I have learned how to have multiple streams of income and how to put your eggs in many baskets, which is amazing. It has worked wonders for me, so I'm very grateful for that as well. But then again, I didn't really know how to keep money and make it work for me, to make it grow. And so this goes to point number 2, which is learning more about business and also taking risk. So over the past few years, I have had a lot of business ideas. Some of them did work, but most of them did not work. I'm just being honest and, no sugarcoating over here. So one of the business that I am still doing right now is my handmade crystal jewelry, which I am wearing right now. So go ahead, check it out on my website shop and also my Instagram jewelry shop. You can go ahead and check it out. The link is down below in the description, and make sure that you buy them because a lot of them are one of a kind. Okay, just a little bit of luck in. But yes, so one of the business that I do right now is selling my own handmade crystal jewelry, which has been doing pretty well so far. But over the past years, I have had many other business ideas. And so I think like what I kind of regret is that I didn't do proper research. I did some research, but not enough, not enough knowledge as to how to really manage a business or how to really manage a brand and how to properly launch a brand or launch a product and how to keep them afloat as well, how to invest your money in the right way when it comes to having a business, managing a business, starting a business, etc. And I noticed that one of the reasons why some of them failed was not really because of the sales itself, but it's because of my mindset of always feeling anxious about launching something or starting something. Because hey, over the past few years, I have had quite a lot of art projects that I have been doing for a couple of years. And some of them, in fact, most of them are still not finished. And the reason why it's because I often procrastinate on things because I like to delay things. I like to delay what I need to post on social media, or I like to delay whenever I need to launch something, for example. And the reason for that is because I always have this anxious feeling of, oh, this is not the right time, this is not the right time. So I kept on waiting for the right time until the right time never actually came. And I was just procrastinating and I was delaying my time, my project, my energy more and more and more. I just kept delaying things, which kind of sucks. So I realized that what I really needed to do is to get therapy. So my next point is that if I can go back to 5 years ago, I would go to therapy as early as possible. I am so grateful that I am on medication already, and I was diagnosed with ADHD, bipolar, and also borderline personality disorder. And I realized that a lot of the things that I did do to myself and I did not do to myself, and one of the reasons why I like to procrastinate or delay things somehow, it's because it's a part of my ADHD as well, and it's a part of many of my other mental illness. So this point that I want to talk about is how important therapy is. Like, it is so incredibly important. So here is the thing. I'm glad that more and more people are becoming more aware about the importance of mental health. And I think that mental health awareness is becoming more popular nowadays, which is awesome. But unfortunately, there are still a lot of people who literally don't believe in mental illness, or they're just so denial about mental illness or mental health awareness in general, which I think it's incredibly unfortunate, because you don't have to have mental illness to go to a therapy. Because for me, going to therapy is a way for you to learn more about yourself and the people around you as well. I personally love psychology. I love learning about psychology. I love researching on psychology and watching a lot of psychological videos or movies as well, because it's just my thing. I really like it. And for me, it's a way to bring more awareness to society as well, that mental illness is as real as any other illness. So for me, myself, who has several mental illness, for me, going to therapy is incredibly important, and it has been life-changing for me, especially ever since I got my medication. It has been working so well. So sometimes when I look back into, all those years ago, I really wish that I would have gone to therapy much early on, because I thought that, well, if I would have gone to therapy much early, much early on, I would have done or achieved so many more things in my life, because I would have not procrastinate on some things, or keep delaying on my projects or any other things that I'm doing. Other than that, it's also about the way how I connect with myself and the way that I connect with people. I really think that I could have had so many better experiences in life in general if I would have gone to therapy. But the thing is that unfortunately I live in a country that a lot of people still don't believe in mental illness, or some people even think that, oh, mental illness is the same as you getting possessed by a demon somehow and you need exorcism. So it's quite unfortunate that that is the reality from where I live in. So it's one of those outside influence that I had from other people around me and from society, telling me that you don't need therapy, you're fine, there is no such thing as mental illness, and you're making things up. So, it's really unfortunate. But then again, I'm glad that I'm on medication now. I regularly check up on my with my psychiatrist every single month, and it has been helping me so much. So when it comes to therapy and learning about myself and learning about other people as well, this is the next point that I want to talk about, is be more careful with who you let into your life. If I could go back 5 years ago, I would make better decision with who I want to connect with, whether it's friends or even love relationships as well. And also be very careful with what you share with other people or what you talk about with other people as well. Because the thing is that having a connection and creating a strong bond with someone, it's really difficult. It really is difficult, especially the more that you grow up. Somehow it's more difficult to make friends. And I feel this especially when I hit 25. I am now 27. And when I hit 25, a lot of people around me who are also around my age or even older than that, they also told me that the more that we grow up, the harder it is to actually make friends and connect with people, because we have come to this realization in life that things are just not what it seems, and reality sucks. Reality can be beautiful sometimes, but most of the time reality sucks. And also, the more that we grow up, we come to this stage of life where we want to build our future. So a lot of more people, especially from 25 years old and older than that, most of people around that age just want to focus on building their life, building their future, which is awesome, because this is what I'm doing. This is what I am currently focusing in, because that's what I want to prioritize myself at. But at the same time, it's kind of making me it's kind of making it difficult for me as well to make friends, because not because that it's something that it's bad, no, but it's just that I want to make sure that the people that come into my life would add value to my life. This is what I would do. So 5 years ago, if I can go back, I would definitely make better decision in having connections with people in general and how I would socialize, because back then I was not the most sociable person. I used to be an extrovert, but because of some personal things that happened in my life, some trauma that happened in my life, I became a complete introvert, and I did not go out that much, and I just wanted to like stay at home and just paint, which in a way it's good because it was helping me with my art skills, but I had no social life at all, and I never went to any social events, I never went to any party, so I kind of regret that. Oh well. Anyway, the next point is to be more honest with myself. So I used to be this person that oftentimes deny my own feelings, like my own emotions. And whenever I like someone, especially in my love life, whenever I like someone or whenever I'm in love with someone, I would deny all of those feelings and I would just try to run away. So I think I might have that avoidant attachment style or avoidant behavior thing. I'm not really sure what it's called, but I was like that until I had to do a lot of inner work and learn more about myself. And I finally grow up. I finally become wiser and more mature as well, but it took me time. It took me years and years and years of uncovering a lot of layers as to why I was just the way I was, and it all came down to childhood. So back again, this is why I think psychology is so important. Like you don't have to be a psychologist, of course. I am not a psychologist, I am not a therapist, I am not a psychiatrist, but at least do have some basic psychological knowledge so that you can understand better about yourself and what are the things that you need to work on within yourself. So if I can go back 5 years ago, I would definitely do my inner work a lot earlier on so that I can have better experiences in life and make better decisions in life as well. So no regrets, of course, no regrets for whatever happened and did not happen all those 5 years ago. But if I could, I would learn more about how to work on myself and having boundaries as well. So the next point I want to talk about is having boundaries. Okay, I was so bad at that, and even up until now I'm still learning about that, which is, it's not easy. It's something that is not easy for me. It's still quite a challenge for me, and being assertive, somehow it's just really difficult for me. I would not say that I'm a people pleaser. I don't think I'm a people pleaser, but it's just very difficult for me to be more assertive somehow. So yeah, it just took me years to learn, and it's all a progress. It's all a progress. It takes time. Practice makes perfect. So I guess the very last point that I want to talk about is travel. But of course, before the pandemic, because there was no possible way anyway to travel when we were in the midst of pandemic back in 2020 and 2021. So it was just impossible anyway. But way before that, I really hope that I would have used my money more to travel instead of purchasing like random things. I mean, I did not regret the things that I have purchased because I love luxury. I love branded goods because the quality that they do offer and the longevity that they can offer for those products is amazing. So I would not regret that at all, but I do kind of wish that I would use more of my money to travel instead, because traveling gives you an open mind, like an open perspective of many kinds of people, like different kinds of people, cultures, knowledge, places, experiences. And it is something that you cannot really buy, you know. Of course, you have to use money to travel, but it's the experience, it's the emotion and the feeling that you kind of cannot really have it twice. Even though, let's say, you can go to Japan several times, but the emotion, the experience, the feelings that you would have when you go to Japan for the very first time, that excitement feeling, you would not be able to experience it twice. Even though the second time you go to Japan, you would of course be excited again, but not the same exact emotion that you would feel the first time you go to Japan, for example, you know? So traveling is amazing. It teaches you a lot. It opens up your mind a lot. So I really do wish that I would prefer to travel more than buy all these random, not so random things somehow. So you know what? For the next video, I'm going to talk about what I have learned the most throughout my 20s. Even though I'm still 27, but hey, I'm getting closer to being 30. So I think it's a pretty good time for me to make a video about what I have learned throughout my 20s. So this is the video that I want to share with you. I hope that you truly enjoyed this video and receive some insights as well. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, click like and the bell ring as well so you will not miss any new videos, and comment down below what were the lessons that you had to learn and what would you change if you could 5 years ago. Don't forget to also follow my Instagram as well. All of the links to my website and social media is down below in the description, and I will be back with more videos. See you.